Hi YouTube, and welcome to a video review of the 3D printed Dark One Daggers. A friend of mine helped me print these out because he has a 3D printer. And as you can see, I've got 3 different Dark One Daggers. The MS1 one is a white one because I wanted that one to be like a gold version of the dagger, like if she became a light one. We found the dagger on Thingiverse, and this is the original size, the first dagger. When you print it out, this is at 100% size. As you can see by the detail, it is, excuse the glue mark there, but as you can see, I did try to paint the detail. This does have my name on the dagger, but for the why it's a YouTube video, I'm not going to show my name. As you can see there with the MS1 dagger, there is a bit of discoloration, only because when we were trying to make the dagger, as you can see, like with the other dagger there, and also with the Killian Jones dagger, at this part of the print, it just didn't want to glue. And nothing that we were doing was getting it to glue. It just wouldn't glue. Probably because of the way my friend had sliced it. And this is probably 130% size difference from what he was telling me. But the dagger is, again, beautifully made, but I think like the Killian Jones dagger that I made, this is more show accurate in size, but if you look at the show, which you probably will, you know that the full black dagger ended up becoming once again the 1+ still skin dagger. You probably, I don't know if you can see with the in the recording, that I did try and do the white outlining for the Killian Jones dagger to make it look like Ron Paul's new dagger, but unfortunately I kind of messed up with the paint, so I had to completely go over it with a black paint pen and completely recolour it back into black, and I've not tried to attempt it. This is at 150% to scale, but I think, like I said, this is more show accurate in size than the other two. Like I said just before my camera died on me, this is at 150% to scale. This is more show accurate in size, and as you can see also by the join there, my friend had to use a lighter to heat the PLA so it would bond with the glue, because for some reason at this cut here near his name and also the MS1 cut here, it just wouldn't, like I said in the last part of the video, it just would not bond. And even on mine here, I had to use a lot of glue to try and get it to bond. If his printer was maybe a bit bigger, I think maybe he could have printed the blade as all one piece, but unfortunately he couldn't. And I think the printer that he's got has done a really good job, especially with the Killian Jones one. I think that has been brilliant. But like I said in the last video, I did try and paint the white, and if you hold on, I will find a picture of what it should look like. As you can see there, what the Dagger is originally now looking like in the show. But these are the only ones that I have actually found on the internet that are mostly show accurate to the show. There is one guy on one of the tumblers that has done it properly, which is about here, where he's done it as the heart shape, which I think in the show is what it's originally supposed to be. It's like a heart shape at the end, but this is the most show accurate I think you're gonna get, unless someone on Thingiverse or this is a design on the back of the Dagger. Unfortunately, with some of the prints, I think you get better detail with the bigger print, in my opinion. The bigger you go, I think the better detail you get. Because if you look at the Killian Jones Dagger here, you can see more of the detail. Unlike with the MS1 Dagger, I don't think you really get the detail as good, and even with my Dagger, I don't think you do get the detail. I think the only thing that I would have liked is if there was that piece here, if that had been 3D printed on its own, which is like a square piece that you could just glue onto the Dagger to make it look like it is there. I think that would have been brilliant. I'm gonna put the user who has made this Dagger in the description box, and also if I do, I'll also put the maker of the Dagger also on the screen at the side as well, if you can see that now. If not, I do apologise. But like I said, this is the only one that I found on the internet that has been show accurate. There has been other versions that people have uploaded to Thingiverse and MakerBot, and I do believe that there was a link to a Shapeways one, but that was about £2,000 to be made and printed, and they never provided the Dagger. But if you look at that image, it's not really show accurate, especially on the back. The only thing that's missing on all three Daggers and on the Dagger when you get it is the back detail of the print, because on the show there is more detail here in the middle that looks more like it does at the front of the dagger. But these are the only ones that I found that like I said, like I keep repeating myself, so accurate. And if you compare it to the toy that they did release for the dagger, it's probably the closest you're going to get to that, and even then they only made a few of them, and it's very rare to buy the toy. So if you're a Once Upon a Time fan and you're also a fan of the dark one, please go and